You may have played with the idea of starting your own business for quite some time. Or you might have a full-time job and you're working on your side hustle and you think, okay, should I completely switch towards this side hustle and make this my full focus, my full income? Today I'll give you 5 points that I realized on my own journey that are important if you want to go this step, right? If you want to go full in entrepreneurship, or if you want to start your business in the first place. So the very first point, and arguably one of the most important points, is you have to learn how to sell, right? Because if you have a great product or you have a great service, this is cool, but if you don't know how to sell it, and if you don't know how to communicate this value, literally this product or this service is worthless because nobody sees the value, nobody wants to buy it, and you will not make any money. So one thing that you could consider is, before starting your own business, if you don't necessarily have a great idea yet, that you say, okay, I will start with a sales career. I will start in sales and I will learn some sales technique. I will learn how to speak to people. I will get my first experiences in this field of sales. Because the thing is, at the beginning, you will not have the skills, right? And you will freak out some people because you don't know how to speak to them, which is totally normal. But it's better to freak out people that are from another company than from your own company. Okay, so this is why, like, one of the first things that I would recommend you learn how to sell if you want to start your own business. All right, point number 2, what you definitely have to do is you have to learn how to be your own supervisor, because what it does do most jobs look like, you're told what to do, when to do, and exactly what to do. And whenever your boss, when he doesn't give you more work to do, you will just sit there being bored and turning thumbs and doing nothing. This is something that most people are used to, and this is something that also cannot happen in entrepreneurship when you're self-employed. You have to have like a strict schedule that you have to set yourself, where it's just work time, where it's focus time, when you don't get up, when you don't do any bullshit or anything. No, you have your clear to-do list, you know what to do, you focus on the most important things, on the money-making activities, and then you work and you sit down. Like, no getting up again and distraction, and then here and calling with a friend, and you work from home, so some chill time also here. No, you need like a strict schedule, which is super important, and you need to know, okay, what you will do in this time, right? So theoretically, because if you're self-employed now, you can wake up whenever you want. In real life, this is not what you can do. You have to, it's a fact, you have to wake up earlier than when you did when you were working as an employee. In my experience, like early in the morning, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., everything is peaceful and everybody's still sleeping, so it's the best time when you can sit down and work and focus. Point number 3 that you might want to consider is not to start with being self-employed immediately, but to start working in a company under an entrepreneur, somebody who's already doing like similar things to what you want to do at some point. Ideally, like a smaller company that is on the rise, right? Where this is on the upcoming. Because there's one quote that says, the more you learn, the more you earn. And this is totally true. In this scenario, when you are like immediately under this entrepreneur maybe, and you maybe his assistant or you work for him, you can also learn from him, and you immediately see, okay, what is he doing that is working, and what is he doing that is not working? Where is he learning right now? And you can make his learnings without making or paying for his mistakes. Point number 5 is that you should ideally save as much money as you can, so you have like cash reserves before starting the business, or also while starting your business, because if you just look at the statistics are against you. Most likely it will be like not the first attempt that you will have a business, or you find your business that will be your cash cow. It's more likely that it will be the 4th, 5th, or 6th attempt. So there will be several business attempts that will fail and where you also will lose some money. And the number 1 reason why people quit at some point, they don't continue pursuing their dream of becoming an entrepreneur and making money and making good money, is because they run out of money. Because of the lack of money, because they don't have enough money at some point, because they have to put in constantly money into the business isn't generating them money. And at some point they run out of money, so they have to quit and they stop. So that this will not happen at some point. Have enough cash reserves that can so you can continue putting money in until it works. Because if I think back, this is what I always did. I was never ever like a spender or anything. I saved all of my money. I never spent it on clothes or bullshit or like ice cream, whatever you buy as a child. Video games, never had that. And I saved all of my money, and then I put it all into my business that I wanted to start, and they failed, of course, and I lost the money, but I made the learnings and the learning lessons, and it's way better to lose money when you're young and when it's not like that huge, because you have time to remake that money, than when you're like older and when it's like means that your whole existence is over. Alright, thanks for watching until the end. I hope those tips were useful. If you're at the beginning right now, at least they were useful for me, or they were learnings that I had through starting my business, and after some years now of like really putting in the time and never quitting and investing also lots of money, I realized for myself, okay, those are some things that are basics, but are still important. This is why I wanted to share them here, so I hope they were useful. Anyways, as always, the goal, the purpose of this channel, why I document everything here, is because I want to build like a community of like-minded people, of people who want to improve, who want to become better. And I want to do this by sharing and by leading by example, by sharing my journey here on YouTube and sharing everything, like the upsides, the downsides, and everything in between. So if it's interesting, you can subscribe if you want. And then we see each other in the next video. But for now, take some action. See you.